story about rebirth of dough, so I'll tell you a story. When I was a police officer, I got an emergency call, and it was Thanksgiving Day, and the call was that an infant had drowned in a bathtub. So I was probably 3 minutes away, not even, maybe 2 minutes. And at the exact same time, a fireman and myself pull up to the front yard, and a woman screaming, and she hands the baby who's not breathing or has no pulse, nothing, into the fireman's arms. And we decide that we're going to perform CPR. So he starts the breath, and I am in my head saying Hail Marys, because that's how I grew up, and we all grow up having whatever religion that our parents influence us on. I have moved on from my parents' religion, which is Catholic, to kind of having my own faith with God that is not religious, but is grounded in what I would call Christianity. But after I've explored different religions, it's just a personal, trying to be a good person to others is kind of my religion. And I don't need anybody else to tell me how to do that. But back to the story. We show up in the front yard, and this baby's in the fireman's arms, and the woman said that she was basting a turkey, and this is when they used to have bathtubs that had these little firm suction cups that you could sit the baby in the suction cup ring that went around its waist with toys, and you'd fill up the tub maybe 4 inches of water, and you could rinse the baby out. She left the baby in the tub to go baste a turkey, and when she came back, the suction cup had fallen off the back, and it unsuction cup, and the baby was face down and drowned in the 3 inches of water because it wasn't able to sit upright. So we get there, and she's screaming and crying, and I'm saying Hail Mary, and it was about 4 to 5 minutes of CPR, and I said, okay, the next breath, you're gonna hand me the baby, and I'm gonna start. And he's giving little puffs over the mouth of the baby and doing compressions, and I'm thinking, I hope I don't screw this up, because baby's lungs are really small. And he has the baby like this, and I say in my head, like, please God, like, let this baby come back before I have to do this shit, because I don't want to screw it up. And as he goes to hand me the baby, the baby throws up and poops and comes back to life and starts screaming. And probably one of the most exciting moments of my life. God, I didn't think I'd get upset, because I haven't told the story in a long time. Anyway, coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And the mother is rejoicing, and we're rejoicing, and I think, like, people want money or things, but if you have a healthy family and a good job of service, something that you can look forward to every day, you're gonna look around the world and see billionaires that are absolutely miserable. And yeah, money makes life easier, no doubt, so work hard. But the best moments of my entire life have either been providing service, being with my family, or being in nature, and those don't cost a penny. So this might not be the greatest cinnamon roll, but it's tasty. And so when you're thinking about Easter coming up, and like rebirth of your own life or your time spent with others is, you know, even when things seem their worst, right around the corner they're going to be great, and you just got to try hard. And I think that every moment of my life that's been important to me hasn't costed me a cent. And if we could all figure that out, we wouldn't have the problems that we have today. So I don't know if I'm going to post this video because it's kind of personal, and I might just make it private for my daughter and my son. So Michaela and Grayson and Greg, I love you, and have a great day. See you later. Hey, good morning, everybody. Today we are making cinnamon rolls. So this is probably slightly overproofed. Looks like it to me. Look at that. Blah. Huge. Okay, so we're probably gonna make 2 batches because this is a lot. It feels tacky, a little bit too hydrated. So what I'm gonna do to try to fix that a little is put some flour on my counter so this doesn't end up ruined. All right, got some flour. Just add a little bit so it doesn't stick. Hopefully this will work out. Maybe it won't. Don't know. You never know. Okay, we're gonna cut this giant dough in half, which, as you can see, is tacky because it's sticking to the edge. I made this early yesterday and I didn't use it, so I guess that's what happens when you don't use it. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna make a big, first we're gonna shape it, I think, because otherwise it's just gonna be a wreck. So we'll try to shape it in a ball and get it going. See if we can get it back to the way it's supposed to look, but there's lots of bubbles in it. Wow, I don't know if this is savable, so this might be a bad video. All right, I am slapping and folding, trying to get some shape to it before we make it into rolls. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm pulling up, flipping over, pulling up, flipping over, pulling up, flipping over, and it's starting to get its shape back. So I saw this gentleman, it's called the vert net method, but it's still, that is not how you break the book. But we'll make it into a cinnamon roll, so hopefully that will be okay. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Try to get it shaped up. A lot of bubbles. All right. Come on. Dust it with some flour, which is probably stupid. All the bakery out there. And I think that's just so I can get it on a surface that's manageable as I roll it out. So I'm gonna try to pull it out kind of like a pizza dough. Oh, this is not gonna work, I don't think. All right. Give this a chance to rest for a sec. Not good. All right. Get to see the mistake. This is a big one today. I overproofed it. I should have shaped it yesterday. we'll see what we can do to save part of it. Get a set of cinnamon rolls this morning, maybe. Have the oven going at 375. It's supposed to go for 25 minutes. So I am gonna roll this out. Let's see what we can do. All right. I'm gonna treat it like a pizza, even though it's not. So you could see all you could see all the bubbles in it because it's overproofed. I think it's overproofed. Otherwise, I just didn't make it right yesterday, but I thought I did. Maybe too much hydration. All right. What I'm gonna do is I have two different mixtures. One was gonna be cranberry orange and cinnamon, and the other one is cinnamon raisin. And since my husband is here, I'm gonna ask him, do you want cranberry orange or cinnamon raisin?
Cinnamon raisin.
He votes cinnamon raisin, so that's what we're gonna go for. Did you see those bubbles pop? Like Attack of the Blob. All right. So, I'm gonna push this out. Kind of make it like a pizza, hopefully. All right. Oh, more flour. Shush. Goodness. This is like a horror story. Hey! Dogs realize it's a horror story too. Alright. So what I have is I rehydrated some raisins in here, put it in with cinnamon water, and we're gonna just sprinkle those all over the center of this, right? So that is our rehydrated raisins. Try to clean a little bit up as we go. So now we're going to take some brown sugar, dark brown sugar, and we're going to generously put that in the middle and spread it. And then I browned up some butter earlier this morning, and we're going to put, that might need to put a second on the stove, solidify it again. So we're going to put that cinnamon in the middle. And we're going to put a little bit of maple syrup in there too. If you're going to have a hazmat operation, why not a bad hazmat operation? All right. So now we're going to drizzle all that goodness in there. Woo! Hopefully we'll be able to roll it up. Maybe. Maybe not. Looks like it's oozing. I'm gonna try. Oh, I need a napkin for that. The levee has broken. Somebody called the Army Corps of Engineers. All right, we're gonna fold it like a letter, hopefully. All right. Almost manageable. see I put way too much inclusion. All right. Now, take a sharp knife. And we're just gonna slice it and roll it. Add a little bit more. I'm just gonna plop them in. I would typically just put this on both sides, but I added too much in the center. So there you have it. Just make do with what you got, right? I would not suggest this for home folks. Could be dangerous. All right, what a mess. We are going to take a small piece, like other do. Finish this off. Put some flour down. Actually, a lot of flour down so it doesn't stick. Grab a hunk of this dough. And hope for the best. Just bread. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. Take that. Clean up that mess. The counter was clean before I put it, so who cares, right? There we go. Take the last one. See if we can fix that up. What a mess. All right, here we go. Walnuts on half. All right. Okay. This is what that mess looks like. Let's see what it looks like in 25 minutes. Okay. I just took them out of the oven. Rebirth. Okay. They look good. Get a bunch of frosting. It's got that nice swirl on this one. All right. All right. Ready? Come on. Come get your cinnamon roll. You don't have to be on film. Here. See you.
Good.
Okay, that was my invisible husband. I really have one.